got us. Thank you. What an audience. What an announcer. Welcome to the new Hollywood Squares. Hello, Squares.
Hello.
Joan, look at your out. Look at this.
you.
They're doing amazing things with Rabbit now, aren't they?
I borrowed this from Madonna. Isn't that fabulous?
It's very nice. I was just kidding about the rabbit. It looks very expensive. On our left, our challenger today is a lovely lady with a very short haircut. It must be the latest thing. Patricia Bundrick is here. Welcome, Patricia. She's getting ready to do a very interesting thing. Tell the stars all about your life.
Well, I'm recently engaged, and my fiancé and I have applied for the Peace Corps.
Isn't that exciting? Where would you like to go?
Well, we will go wherever they need us. We'd like to go to the Philippines.
Sounds like a fun place right about now to me. We hope you do well on the show. Make some money to take with you on the trip. Our reigning champion has a 50-50 chance. If he wins today, he's already won $5,300. Barry Buchanan. Barry, tell the stars about yourself again.
Well, besides martial arts and weightlifting, I enjoy the outdoors and the beach, and I'm glad to be here.
Good. We're glad to have you here. We hope you do well. Here's how you do well in squares. You win tic-tac-toe. 3 squares across, down, or diagonally, or requires many squares as you can. You can win that game. Each of the first 2 games is worth $500. After that, they're worth $1,000. Whoever has the most money at the end will have a chance to drive away in a beautiful Chevrolet. As always, our challenger starts. You earn the square by determining if the celebrities give you a correct answer. Pick a square. Patricia?
Well, I would like to start with the lovely Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers! Joan, to what famous person do we attribute the quote, "Everyone is famous for 15 minutes"?
It's either Fawn Hall or Douglas Ginsburg. That's he's dead now, poor thing. But Andy Warhol.
He says Andy Warhol. Patricia?
I'll agree.
That's it. Circle gets a square. Yeah. Barry, take a square.
Jim J. Bullock, please.
Jim J. Bullock, Hollywood Square. Barry.
Jim,
Welcome back.
happy Tuesday.
Yes. What can you see without your glasses? I've never seen you without them. Ooh, you look...
I see Peter Marshall.
Well, put them back on. Jim, you handsome devil, you.
Thank you, John. I love you.
If the male is called a ram, what is the female called?
The Rammy. I think they're called goats.
Barry, what do you think?
I disagree.
The ewe.
Oh.
The ram and the ewe.
Well, then, there you go, John. Bye-bye
Next
now.
gets a square. Patricia Bundrick, pick a square.
I would like Lainey Kazan for...
Lainey Kazan, just for the good times. Lainey, you're so good on St. Elsewhere. You play Howie Mandel's mama.
Yes.
Do you like doing that show? Seems like a
I
great
do.
show.
I love it.
Big hit. 6 years on the air? Something?
Yeah, I haven't been on it 6 years. I've only been on a few weeks. But
Very well
months,
done.
months.
Yes, let's hope for many years. We got the waltz from Germany, Lainey. You're international. We got the samba from Brazil.
Yes.
We got the tango from Argentina. Where is the bolero from?
Bloomingdale. No. Spain.
Bloomingdale. He says Spain, Patricia.
I will agree.
No, France. I would have said Spain, too. Came from France, they tell me.
Really?
I just read them. Barry, pick a square.
Charo for the win.
Charo!
We want to win. We want to win.
Speaking of international stars, Charo, you have a restaurant in Hawaii.
Yes, I'm living there right now.
Your restaurant is called?
It's called Charos.
What a good name for your, yeah. That's good.
It is
What island?
a huge hit. It's in the island of Kauai, in Hawaii.
Good.
And I'm living there now, and we have for a start in the restaurant, and I am
I'm sure you
ready
cook
to-
all the food, too.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Right.
It's a great business.
Here's your question. Many people in Japan these days are talking about Takashita.
Takashita, Takashita. Kuchi,
Who
kuchi.
or what is Takashita?
Watashi wa Nihongo hanese masu kuru kuru pa. What does it mean? I don't know. What the hell are you talking about? I go for a game that people play.
A game that people would play. This is for the win. Barry?
I disagree.
He's the new Prime Minister of Japan. Nobuo Takashita. X gets the square. $500. We'll be right back. secret square game is next. Stay with us. It's Tuesday on the Hollywood Square. Always our secret square game. That's how we play it, and the player who chooses that square could win this. Shadow.
Well, this time it's a trip to Mexico. Yes, you and your guests will fly from Los Angeles to Mexico in the comfort and convenience of Continental Airlines full-service flight furnished by Continental Airlines, and you'll enjoy a 6-night, 7-day stay at the Plaza Vallarta Tennis and Beach Resort, home of the John Newcomb Tennis Club. Poolside dining, water sports, and tennis. Enjoy the fun and the sun, furnished by Plaza Vallarta Tennis and Beach Resort.
Let's reveal our secret square to our home audience only. Patricia, your turn to catch up here. Pick a square.
Try something a little. I'd like Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer from Cheers. Kelsey, you are so good on Cheers.
Thank you very much.
The character of Fraser he's just wonderful.
He's delightful, isn't he?
Are you doing somebody? I mean, are you doing an impression of somebody in your life?
No.
Just made him up.
It's a guess, yeah.
Just a stuffy guy.
Yeah.
Kelsey, since you play psychiatrist, Fraser Crane says right here up Cheers, we thought you might like to try out the new game board. There's a real game called Therapy.
Yes, I'm playing
which you
it.
happen to have right in front of you, yes. Yeah. Our overhead camera is showing it over your shoulder. Here's a question from the game. According to the Journal of Genetic Psychology, who is more likely to have an imaginary friend, a little girl or a little boy?
Oh. Well, it's definitely a little boy, I think. Well, look, I'm sorry. We always disagree about this nonsense, but every time I open my mouth, you start off on one of these jags. It's a boy.
Who are you talking to, Kelsey? Who are you talking to?
No one in particular.
Is your answer a little boy?
Actually, I really do think it's a little girl because I used to know a girl that had one. I was telling you, she used to talk to her hand.
You think it's a little girl?
It made a little noise.
What do you think?
I agree.
That's it. Circle gets a square. Little girls, more than little boys. Kelsey Grammer. Pick a square, Barry.
The scintillating Joan Rivers, please.
Joan Rivers on tennis square with the shoulders. It's like Dr. Chicago.
Oh, Barry.
Joan, you're going to be at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, January 27th through February the 8th.
And I'm going to perform there.
Yeah, that's right. You're not just staying overnight.
Even if you're sitting in a stupid hotel room, I'm going to perform.
Joan, in your house, which
Yes.
I've never been invited to.
You were once.
Well, no, never.
You never came.
What's the best? No.
It was the old
You
wife.
never invited me ever. Whoa! What's the best thing to do in your house with perlite and vermiculite?
Give them their own room and Sundays off. I know this because I love to pot around at my orchids. This is stuff you put into plants when you transform them from one pot to another.
Things you put in plants.
For food,
Barry,
like food for plants.
I'll agree.
that's it. You put them in house plants. Very good, Joan. X gets a square. Patricia, pick a square.
I will choose Professor Irwin Corey.
Professor Irwin Corey. You don't know where he's been.
Well, I think that the answer
Let me
to
ask
that...
the question first.
Oh.
You haven't got the answer. Professor, we all recognize the formula E equals MC squared as the one developed by Albert Einstein. Isn't that right?
Well, to a degree, there's
That's
a
not the question yet. Let me get to the question. E stands for energy. M represents mass. But what is C squared?
C square is a combination of a developing aspect where we can elude the important prerequisite. The C square is the size of the room of a small hut, where the square is
I fear you're off the track, sir. What is C squared? Just specifically and
Well, what
exactly.
is not C square?
No.
What is a unit of measure?
Yes, but-
the answer to that question is very simple
But you
to
see-
allude to. It is
C squared.
constant speed.
Patricia, what do you think? He says constant speed.
I disagree.
Good. The speed of light squared, but that was a wonderful answer. Circle gets the
Well,
square.
there is a possibility that
Barry,
it could
pick
have
a
meant
square.
that.
Help me.
Rich Little, the block,
Rich
please.
Little, the man of many voices. Rich It's Broadway week on the Hollywood Squares, and can we hear a little of your version of What Kind of Fool Am I?
What kind of fool am I who never fell in love? I know that I'm the only one that I've been dreaming of. Why can't I fall in love like any other man? And maybe then I'll know what kind of fool I
We fooled you! We got you, didn't we? What you don't know is that we fooled Rich Little.
Is that Fred Trevelino?
No! That's Anthony Newley himself. Yes, last week he was on the show, and we said, why don't you pre-tape this thing? And you were really fooled. You didn't know what to do.
That's true. I'm overwhelmed.
That was wonderful. The two of you sound great together. You could be... Yeah. But here's the question. Anthony Newley wrote that great song, was once married to a popular TV actress. Question is, who popular TV actress was Anthony Newley married to?
And every time I think of her, I say, what kind of fool am I?
Joan Collins.
Joan, interesting. Joan Collins. Barry, this is before the block. What do you think?
I agree.
That's it. X gets the square. You have the block. Joan Collins from Dynasty. Patricia, pick a square.
I will pick Charo to block.
Now, on the list of today's most popular kinds of cosmetic surgery, you certainly don't need. Breast enlargements are number 2. What is number 1?
Face, what do you call that?
Face.
Pull it out.
Face, pull it out.
Face, pull it out. Pull it out.
Pull it out.
Yes.
Face, pull it out.
Get rid of the wrinkle. That's it.
Get rid of the wrinkles.
I think.
Patricia, this would be for the blocks. He says facelifts. What do you think?
I agree.
No. Liposuction.
Lipos.
That's where they suck out fat. Oh, it sounds weird to talk about.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I had to say it. Liposuction. We can't put an X. You have to earn that yourself. Now, Barry, let me remind you, you're hunting for the secret square trip to Mexico, or you could try and win the game, or maybe a trip, or what do you think?
I think I'm going with Charo.
Good. Yeah, a lot of guys would like to do that.
That's very sweet of you, Barry.
Charles, when an Irishman calls for a peeler, what does he want?
Maybe a beer? No, peeler sound very sexy, like a taxisita. Be a beer, maybe.
You say it's a beer in Ireland. Barry, what do you think? This will be for the win.
Disagree.
A policeman was named after Robert. $1,000. We'll take a break and be right back. You can catch up, Patricia, right after this. Next game is worth $1,000. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Squares are chosen directly from our studio audience. If you'd like tickets, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Hollywood Squares Tickets, Hollywood, California, 90004.
Thank you, Shadow. Welcome back. In case we don't get to leave this last game, at the sound of the horn, each X will be worth $200, which is pretty good. Patricia, you could catch up. This game is worth $1,000. Pick a square.
I will pick Miss Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers, a center square. Joan, true or false? There was a book called The Encyclopedia of Cleveland History. It took 7 years to write.
7 minutes to read. That's stopping to get a drink.
You're just kidding, because Cleveland
I
is
love
a beautiful
Cleveland.
city,
Oh,
and our show is doing very well
Gates
there.
Mills. Gates Mills, one of the prettiest suburbs that's right outside of Cleveland. So I do
Good.
love Cleveland.
Good. But that was very funny.
Yeah, well, I thought so.
Yeah.
7 years to write
7
this
years
in
to
Cleveland.
write. True or false? What do you think?
Yeah, my book, Under Laughing, took me 7 years. So I would say they really went to work on it. Yes, 7 years.
Yes, Patricia. What do you think?
I agree.
It is yes. Yes, first modern USA city history to be written. Barry, pick a square.
Jim J. Bullock, please.
Jim J. Bullock, our claims person. Jim, according to the old Army saying, what should you do after you straighten up?
Adjust your shorts.
But what should you do after you straighten up?
Fly right.
Barry said it very quickly. What do you think?
I disagree.
No, he's exactly right.
Oh, is
That's it. Circle gets the square. Patricia, he's helped you out. What are you going to do now?
Well, I would like to go to Professor Irwin Corey.
Yes, that's how you play the game.
It's 20 days.
No, let me answer the question first. Let me ask the question. Yes, it is 20 days till we go to Hollywood, Florida with the Hollywood Squares, but E pluribus unum appears on one side of every United States coin that is minted. What does E pluribus unum mean, Professor?
Siempre fidelis.
You usually go off on a tangent, and now you've said it so quickly. Do you think that's your
Because
answer?
the siempre fidelis is the Latin interpretation of the Greek expression, which is used primarily when soldiers
I should have just
incorporate
bought your answer
themselves
before.
in this
Yeah,
motto.
okay. So you say siempre fidelis, but what does it mean in English?
In English, it means together we stand, or united we fall. It's together we stand.
Together we stand, but this is for the win. This is for $1,000. You could catch up. What do you think? Together we stand.
I agree.
No. Out of one, many. But together we stand was a very good answer. X gets the square. You blocked yourself, Barry. Pick a square.
Rich Little, please.
Rich Little, the man of many voices. Rich, the last of the famous road pictures with Bob Hope and Bing Crosby was Road to Hong Kong, 1962.
With bingo.
Who
Right.
played the female lead?
Ho, ho, ho. Let's see, with Bing Bob. That was, good heavens, it couldn't be two Joan Collins answers in a row. I would say Joan Collins.
He says Joan Collins, Barry.
I disagree.
No, we just happen to have two Joan Collins questions
Really?
in a row. Circle gets
Really?
the square, yes. Joan Collins. Dorothy Lamour made a little appearance there, but it was Joan Collins. Shusha, he keeps helping you out. Pick a square before your hair grows out.
I will pick Tia to win, please.
Tia Carrere.
The pressure's on.
Tia, in what Walt Disney classic film will you find a cute, furry little critter named Thumper?
I know that one very well. It was one of my favorites. It was Bambi.
This is for the win, Patricia. She says Bambi is for $1,000.
Well, of course it was. I
Circle gets
agree.
the square, $1,000. We now have a tie, and we go to a tie-breaking question. Barry, it's over to you. Pick a square.
Joan Rivers, please.
Joan Rivers for the tie-breaker. All comes down to you, Joan. Sure. It's about the orphan girl who was locked in closets by her aunt, maybe, ridiculed by her cousins, but thrived nonetheless. What was it called, this classic novel?
This is the beginning of, and we all know it, because it made a great movie, too. Made two great movies. Jane Eyre.
So before the win, Barry, she says Jane Eyre.
I'll agree.
You've got it. X gets the square. Solid Bronte wrote it. Joan Rivers has read every book in the entire world. Well, I see that our reigning champion is still our champ, Barry, but it was close there. Congratulations, $1,200. Very nice, Barry. And Patricia, you didn't do so badly. You won $1,000 to take with you as you go off into the Peace Corps. We wish you and your husband best of luck, and we hope you represent America well, as we know you will. Thanks for being with us. Patricia Bundrick. Barry, you have a chance now, 1 in 2 chance. 50-50 chance to win one of those Chevys. Your same key from the other times you were here. Which car will you try today? Will you try the Beretta or the Corsica? Now, Barry, it will start one of them. You know which car do you want to try?
I'm sorry, what was the blue one down here?
Which one is the Beretta and which is the Corsica? The Beretta is the blue one. You want to try the Beretta? The Beretta and Barry and his good luck celebrities right after this. Don't leave now. It's getting good. He's chosen Tia Carrere and Professor Irwin Corey as his good luck celebrities and this beautiful Beretta. Shadow, what do you know about the Beretta?
For those who appreciate the not so straight and narrow, a car that appreciates the same. The 1988 Beretta, today's Chevrolet.
The Beretta is worth $11,531. Good luck, Barry. You've already won $6,500, so good luck. On the count of 3, audience and stars, help him out. 1, 2, 3. The the good news is tomorrow, if you win on the show, you'll automatically win the car. This has happened. We've done it this way, right? We hope you come back. We hope you'll all join us tomorrow on the new Hollywood Squares. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive the following Pond's Cold Cream Deep Cleans, lifting away dirt and makeup that soap leaves behind. Pond's Deep Cleans better than soap. And for the lightest, fluffiest, best-topping popcorn, America's favorite Orville Redenbacher's the first and last name in popcorn. And Rust Knot from Plastic Coat, the fast, dry rust fighter for long-lasting protection. Spray and brushing enamel from Plastic Coat. And now for those painful lip problems, there's new medicated Vaseline Lip Therapy. It gently covers for healing and soothing relief.
Can Mac find the antidote after he's shot with a deadly serum? It's a race against the clock on MacGyver today at 6. Then a pair of nuns bet on Sam to win big when he leaps into the boxing ring on Quantum Leap tonight at 7 on USA.